Hello students, today we are going to complete our chapter that is electric current and circuits. In the last video we have discussed about electrolysis. In this video we will learn about the applications of electrolysis. First of all we will discuss electroplating. What is electroplating? Electroplating is the process of depositing a layer of any metal on another material by means of electricity. It is the important application of electrolysis. Uh, in this, we apply a coat of corrosion resistance material on the other metals. It is done by passing the electricity. So, in electroplating, the plating metal is generally the anode and object to be plated is the cathode. I mean to say कि जिस मेटल को हमने प्लेट करना होता है उसको क्या बना जाता है? एनोड. एनोड मीन्स इट इज कनेक्टेड टू द पॉजिटिव टर्मिनल ऑफ द बैटरी एंड जिस ऑब्जेक्ट के ऊपर प्लेटिंग करनी होती है दैट इज मेड कैथोड मीन्स attached to the negative terminal of the battery, and the solution of salt of plating metal is the electrolyte. So the plating metal is deposited on the cathode and anode replenishes the supply of positive ions, thus gradually being dissolved. So deposition होती है किस तरफ? कैथोड की तरफ, और एनोड क्या सप्लाई करता है? पॉजिटिव आयंस, और पॉजिटिव आयंस किस में जाई जाती हैं? सॉल्यूशन में. नाउ we have to do activity 3 to demonstrate the electroplating. For this the material required are two small copper plates, copper sulfate solution, copper sulfate not solution, beaker, battery, distilled water, sulfuric acid and copper wire. Now we have to do the procedure. Take two copper plates and clean them with sandpaper and connect them with copper wire to the terminals of the battery. Now take a beaker and half fill it with distilled water. Add some copper sulfate in it. Now add few drops of sulfuric acid to copper sulfate solution to make it more conducting. Then immerse the copper plates in copper sulfate solution. Now allow the electric current to pass for about 15 minutes. We will observe that copper deposits on one of the copper plate. How it possible कि when an electric current is passed through the copper sulfate solution, it dissociates into positively charged copper ions and negatively charged sulfate ions. Copper ions move towards cathode, that is negatively charged electrode, and these copper ions pick up the electrons from this and get deposited here as copper atoms. So cathode जो कैथोड है वो क्या हो जाता है? थिक होना शुरू हो जाता है, और एनोड क्या होना शुरू हो जाता है? थिन. So this is the process how electroplating is done. Now we have to discuss the applications of electroplating, where electroplating is used. Electroplating is widely used in industry for coating metal objects with a thin layer of different metals. Like cutlery and jewelry items are often silver plated, that makes them the appearance of silver, but they are much less expensive. Chromium is plated on iron to make car parts, taps, bicycle handlebars and wheel rims, etc. Tin is electroplated on iron to make kitchenware. Zinc is electroplated on iron and steel to make bridges and automobiles. And when iron or steel is coated with thin zinc layer, this process is called galvanizing, and this iron is called galvanized iron. Steel buckets, steel dustbins, sheets of corrugated iron, and wires for fencing are also covered with zinc. And electroplating is also known as electro deposition. So the first application of electrolysis is electroplating. Now the second application is electro refining of metals. What is the meaning of refining? Refining होता है साफ करना, कि जो हम मेटल्स निकालते हैं वो किस में से निकालते हैं? ओर्स. ओर्स में क्या होती है? इम्प्योरिटीज, एंड वी हैव टू रिमूव दैट इम्प्योरिटीज. सो टू रिमूव द इम्प्योरिटीज we use electrolysis, and to purify the metals that are obtained from ores by electrolysis is known as electro refining of metals. So the metals which are generally refined by this process are zinc, silver, nickel, copper, lead, aluminium, etc. Now the third application is extraction of metals or electrometallurgy. Extraction means metals को निकालना. जो बहुत ही ज़्यादा हाईली रिएक्टिव मेटल्स हैं, अगर हमने उसको निकालना है, एक्सट्रैक्ट करना है, तो उसमें भी हम क्या यूज़ करते हैं? Electrolysis, and this process is called electrometallurgy. So the extraction of metals by the process of electrolysis is known as electrometallurgy. This process is used in case of highly reactive metals such as sodium. Sodium is the most reactive metal, and it is extracted by the process of electrolysis. The ore which contains sodium is used in molten form, and it forms the electrolyte. Anode and cathode are generally carbon rods. The sodium atoms get attracted to the cathode because sodium atoms are positively charged ions. When electricity is passed through the molten solution, and then the entire cathode is stored for further use. So these are the applications of electrolysis. We have discussed electroplating, second one is electro refining, and third is extraction of metals or electrometallurgy. So I hope that you all understand it properly. Thank you very much.